John, the mail has finally come. Your watches are here, and it looks like they got here safe and sound. So I'm going to go ahead and get your box open so we can see the condition as delivered to me. And then we'll do a quick assessment just for the cosmetics on the outside. And then we'll get started. All right. All right. Packaging material. Oh, wow. All right. Great. All right. Well, here we go. Okay. So here they are. Looking great. All right. Let's start with your Willard. Take a close look. Centered up here. Okay. So what we have here is a really nice 1972, June of 72, 6105, 6119. Great. All right. Okay, so let's dig in here a little bit and just go over a few things that you know. Of course, this is your watch, so I just want to point out some observations and some details. Really great looking watch. I love these. I have some of these myself. You know, very original looking watch. Got a little bit of, you know, upper damage here. Just looks like it was hit a little bit on that side. I'm not going to be able to do anything, and I don't think you probably want me to do anything with that. Looks like your insert is correct. Take a close look at that. Got a big scratch here in your crystal, but of course we can replace that if you want. Got some water ingress into your movement here, a little bit along the hands, and I would say lovely kind of patina to your lume that's in your lume pots on your dial. Looks really good. Your Seiko has a little bit of has lost a little shine, but we might be able to get some of that back if you want me to try. We've got your really nice original rotating bezel, which clicks really well. That sounds great. You can tell it's original because there's some coining on each one of these little grippy outer surfaces. If you look really close, I don't know if you can do this, but let's see if we can get a really good look at this. Let me see here. I want to give you a really close up look. You can actually see there's some coining to that surface. Just make it out. I may be able to point it out a little better. Anyway, let's check your function of everything before we get started. So your hack works for sure. Okay. Make sure that it turns over the date which is good. It's a running watch, so that's great. Let's make sure your quick date doesn't give us any surprises. Oop. Okay. Oop. There we go. Okay. Good. Okay, so that looks good. I'm going to just put this on the machine just to see what sort of numbers we've got looking at us right now, see where we are in terms of, this is just straight out of the box. Signal's pretty clean. Amplitude's pretty low, but you know, I haven't wound the watch, so let's give it a little wind here. Just show you what your numbers are looking like while we're doing this, so you can have a sense of where we're starting. A little bit of a wind, a little bit more wind in the watch. Okay, see where we are. You know, gaining a little time, got a little bit of beat error. Amplitude is, you know, it's low. It should be about 100 degrees more than this if we're getting to the really good end of this, but the signal is clean. That means that things are good. Your hairspring and your balance aren't really messy. You know, the numbers are good. These are a watch that needs to be serviced kind of numbers. So that's great. We will make it better for sure. Okay, so that's about where we are on this. Frankly, cosmetically, I wouldn't change a thing. I think this watch is perfect, to be honest. I will, you know, you've got good case lines. It's got honest wear. This is a wearing watch, something you just put on your wrist and go out and have a good time with. You know, in terms of your stoplight and your sweep second, we may be able to clean up just a little bit of the metal on the end of this to make it a little bit better. You know, it's got quite a bit of brass coming through on your minute hand. But honestly, I mean, with everything else, a nice new crystal, you know, will just set everything off so well. I think it'll look great. I really wouldn't mess with this at all if I were you. I think it's just perfect the way it is, to be honest. You got lume. I think your pip window, yeah, it's still there. That's good. You know, just a nice original watch. I think it's great. We'll get to it. Okay, let's look at your chrono. All right, so now what do we have here? We have a 6139 6005 from 71. So this is March 1971. Again, nice looking watch. It looks very original. Let's just check all your. Okay, a little bit of lag here on. Oh, I think it's. I think your crown wants to unscrew from your stem, so I'm going to leave that alone. Function-wise, we'll have to take a pretty close look at everything. You know, you apparently have the right kind of stuff here. I want to be sure about this stem and all these pushers and everything, so we're gonna just go ahead and take a close look at this one. There seems to be, whether it's age or whether it just needs a good service or whatever it may be, there's some slight flags going up, just on the, you know, on the function side. I'm fairly happy with the fact that the chronograph engages. I just want to be sure that everything is all there and that it does look fine. So I don't have any complaints. Your loom looks good. I have to check your hands and check everything just to make sure everybody's nice and tight. But overall, you know, good looking watch. Got a little fade on your chapter ring, which is kind of cool. I do like that. shows some age nicely on your rotating ring here. I mean, but overall, it's a great looking watch. I mean, it's what you want to see. Okay, so both watches look great. They're both functioning. I'm going to just quickly check the numbers on your 6139 just to see where we're starting. I mean, it's always good to know what your starting point is. So let's look here. It might not be too bad. Let's see where we are. Okay. Again, a watch that starts off pretty clean in terms of the signal. It's got a little bit of fuzz in there, but that's all right. Losing a little time, but low amplitude. It could just be that it doesn't have a lot of wind in the watch. Yeah. All right, so we'll take a close look at everything. I'm going to send you this video. What I'd like to do is I'd like to know what on the cosmetics, crystals, cleaning of anything. This looks really clean to me. I would leave this one completely alone. Change out the crystal. I have crystals in stock that are appropriate, that are Seiko crystals. It looks like you've got some issues with your crown and your stem. It turns over the date just fine, but as I turn this, it looks like there's looseness in there, and I want to be sure I understand what's going on there. Whether it's just it's not pushed in all the way, and so this should be out just half the thread or half this knurl distance. So that's got me a little concerned, but not over concerned. Pushers seem okay. So with this one, I would say, definitely your crystal. We'll take a close look at all the mechanical function. Your reset is nice at 0. That's exactly where you want things to be. So that's that one. The Willard 6105, I would say, let's just get it mechanically to where it is. I can take a very, very sort of conservative approach to this long sweep that you have, which really looks great. Other than just maybe some metal, discoloration here at the end of your second hand. Everything else, though, I think is sort of there for the duration. I would not remove any lume. I would not touch anything. It looks so good the way it is, in my opinion. So that's the way I feel. I want to see what you think. Please let me know. Your watches are here, and I'm super excited to get started on them.